We usually think the most significant danger is being caught out, not falling, but being seen when you fall. That's why so many people don't primarily ask, how do I get healthy? But rather, how do I keep it under control? And this is where damage control comes in. Welcome to the Sebcast, home of the #1 network for your life. Here we turn our beloved stories upside down, look at what history may have overlooked, and discover together how Jesus invites us into a bigger story right where we live, work, and play. What if damage control doesn't just fail, but is the thing that keeps you captive? The Bible gives us a story we usually misunderstand. It's the story of Adam and Eve after the fall. We often focus on the transgression, but look at what happens after the transgression. They eat, they see, and then they do something very human. They hide, not because God pushes them away, but because shame starts to drive them. And this is important. God doesn't call out from the garden to humiliate them. He only asks one question: where are you? Not what did you do, but where did you hide? Damage control always starts with hiding, not necessarily physically, but emotionally, relationally, spiritually. You show just enough to look normal. You share just enough not to raise questions. You confess only what is safe. And slowly you become someone who lives not to be discovered. Here's the tragedy. Damage control keeps you functional, but it prevents healing. It keeps your marriage going. It keeps your ministry going. It keeps your reputation intact. But it steals your ability to be loved truly, because no one can love you if no one knows you. That's why truth feels so threatening. Not because it's bad, but because it breaks control. Truth doesn't ask, how does it look? But how is it really? And that's precisely why Jesus never offered damage control. He always offered revelation. Look, he says, the truth will set you free, not keep you safe, not protect you from shame, but set you free. And here the #1 network for your life becomes critical again. A network isn't there to monitor your mistakes, it's there to keep you from hiding alone. God's answer to shame was never isolation, it was always a community. Not a crowd that watches, but people who carry together, people who can hear what you're afraid to say, people who don't reduce you to your weakest moment, people who believe healing begins with light. Here's the irony. The thing you most want to protect, your image, your position, your acceptance, is precisely the thing damage control ultimately destroys. But the thing you most fear, truth, is the thing that can save you. God's question today is not, why did you do it? It is still, where are you? Not to catch you out, but to call you out of your hiding place. Because damage control keeps you safe, but truth sets you free. And free people can finally live again without hiding. Come walk with us this year at South Ward. Don't isolate and go through another apathetic year. Before long, you'll start living completely without God. Maybe this year is your last chance before you fall completely off the edge. Come join and show up and protect your soul with us. Until tomorrow, take care.